January 19, 1991, over the blazing Iraqi desert. The air crackles with tension as Operation Desert Storm rages. Two F-15C Eagles, piloted by Captain Cesar Rico Rodriguez and his wingman, Captain Craig Mole Underhill, carve through the dawn sky. Their mission: shield a massive strike force of 36 aircraft, including F-16s hammering Iraqi ammunition depots near Baghdad with 2,000-pound bombs. Explosions bloom below, fireballs painting the sand red as the F-16s dive, release their payloads and climb, spewing chaff and flares to dodge expected anti-aircraft missiles. But the Iraqis have a surprise. Instead of missiles for MiG-29 Fulcrums, their most lethal fighters prowl the skies. Outnumbered, the Iraqis bide their time, waiting for a chance to strike. Then, their radios crackle. Two lone F-15s ahead. Perfect prey. Two Fulcrums break off, engines screaming to intercept. Rico, two hostile contacts. One at 040 for 35 miles. Second at 340 for 65. AWACS controller Mark White calls from his airborne command post. Roger, we'll take the 040. Rico replies, his voice steady but his pulse racing. He and Mole bank their F-15s toward the closer threat. Their radar screens light up. Contact. But another warning flashes, a 29, on Rico's radar warning receiver, RWR. The MiG-29's radar is painting them. I'm being spiked. MiG-29. Rico says, gripping the stick. I see it. Mole confirms, his eyes darting between screens. Two pairs of fourth-generation fighters. American Eagles versus Iraqi Fulcrums. Hurtle toward each other at supersonic speeds. Locked in a deadly game of chicken. Rico selects an AIM-7 Sparrow missile, its radar-guided warhead primed. But the Iraqis are cunning. They dive low, hugging the desert floor, using ground clutter to blur their radar signatures. Rico's screen flickers. The single contact splits into two clear targets. I got you. 2 versus 2. He mutters, locking one MiG. In the Fulcrum, the Iraqi pilot's RWR screams, he's been locked. But the Iraqis have a trick. They bank sharply, moving perpendicular to the F-15s, exploiting a blind spot in the Eagle's radar. Rico's screen goes blank. I lost it. He growls, frustration mounting. It's a known MiG tactic, but it stings. The Fulcrums reappear 12 miles out. Contact. Rico locks again, but holds fire. The Sparrow needs a constant lock, and he knows the MiGs will slip back into the blind spot. Sure enough, they vanish again. Lost it. The Fulcrums toy with them, weaving in and out of radar range, maintaining 12 miles of separation. Rico sees their game. They're dragging the F-15s deeper into hostile territory. AWACS hands Rico and Mole to a new controller as they chase the MiGs beyond Mark White's sector. Suddenly, their RWRs erupt with warnings. Ahead lies a gauntlet of S-125 Neva surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, guarding Baghdad, a killing field. They're pulling us into the city's anti-air, Rico says, his jaw tight. What's the call? Mole asks. Rico checks the strike force's status. The F-16s are still pounding targets. If the Eagles break off, the MiGs could slaughter the strike package. Hold position, Rico orders. We keep these bandits busy until the F-16s are clear. It's a bold move. The F-15s press forward, RWRs shrieking as SAM radars lock on. Their scans growing faster, more menacing. But the SAMs aren't the real threat. The Iraqis have another ace. A third MiG-29, radar off, streaks in from the left, invisible to the F-15's front-facing radars and silent on their RWRs. Back at AWACS, Mark White, no longer responsible but still watching, spots the new bogey closing fast. 18 miles, then 16. The F-15s aren't reacting. At 15 miles, White can't stay silent. Pop-up contact, 330 degrees for 13 miles, he barks. Rico hears the call and acts instantly. He jettisons his fuel tanks, wings trailing vapor as he yanks the stick, swinging toward the new threat. His radar catches the MiG, 8 miles out, well within missile range. The Iraqi pilot, flying blind without radar, gets a radio call. You're in range. Engage. He flips on his radar, and Rico's RWR lights up with a 29. Both fighters lock each other, closing at Mach speeds. Rico's screen shows the target, but rules of engagement demand visual ID within 10 miles to rule out a friendly F-117. Despite the screaming RWR, Rico holds fire. "Mole, run IFF," he orders. The Iraqi locks Rico. "I'm spiked," Rico shouts, flipping his F-15 upside down and diving, chaff bursting behind him. "I'm going low. Terrain will mess with his targeting." But the lock holds, the RWR blaring as Rico plummets from 30,000 feet. He scans the sky, desperate for a visual. Mole locks the MiG, running identification with support from intelligence aircraft. Seconds stretch into eternity. Finally, the call, "Cleared to engage." Mole fires. Fox 1, an M7 Sparrow rockets from his F-15, streaking across the sky. Rico follows its smoke trail and spots the MiG-29, nose down, charging him. Before it can fire, the Sparrow slams into its nose. A brilliant flash, then a black smear of oil and debris. "Splash 1, Rico calls, pulling out at a heart-stopping 500 feet. Relief is short-lived. AWACS cuts in. Second group, north, 10 miles. The F-16s are clear, but the remaining MiGs are too close to ignore. Rico turns north, radar pinging a new contact. It's just beyond 10 miles, clear to shoot. He locks it, but Mole's system flags it as friendly. "It's a diamond," Mole says, dread in his voice. Rico's gut screams otherwise. "It's a MiG. I'm going visual." He races toward the bogey, staying low to mask his approach. At the last second, he pulls up, engines roaring, and soars within 50 feet of the target. The Iraqi flag glints on its green camouflage. MiG-29, Rico confirms. The dogfight erupts. Rico inverts, pulling 10 GS to cut inside the MiG's turn. His vision narrows, blood draining from his head, but he holds the stick tight. The MiG dives, trading altitude for speed. Rico spirals after it, the desert rushing closer. Mole circles above, ready to strike. "I can come in," he offers. "Stand by," Rico replies. This one's his. The jets scream through a merge, Rico pulling harder, GS crushing him. The MiG fills his sights. He selects an AIM-9 Sidewinder, aiming ahead for the kill shot. The Iraqi, sensing doom, inverts and dives straight for the desert. Rico pulls left, refusing to follow. The MiG's pilot fights to pull up, afterburners blazing, but it's too late. The Fulcrum slams into the sand in a fiery wreck. Rico's heart pounds as he levels off, Mole sliding into formation 2 miles to his right. Tactical, right side. Mole calls. "Let's go home," Rico says, adrenaline fading. Captain Cesar Rico Rodriguez would claim 3 MiG kills in his career, tying for the most post-Vietnam. That day, over Iraq's unforgiving sands, he and Mole outflew and outfought one of the deadliest threats in the sky. 2 same-generation fighters, locked in a dance of skill and nerve, where only one could soar away. Watch the full story unfold in our gripping film, where courage meets cunning in the skies of Desert Storm.